Hello, welcome to Exam Booty's YouTube platform. I am Suchit Sharma and I welcome all of you to this special classes of English. Students, we have been discussing some basic concept regarding pronoun and under this section we have studied some of the kinds of the pronoun that we discussed thoroughly and while discussing we understood personal pronoun, demonstrative pronoun, possessive pronoun, interrogative pronoun, relative pronoun. We try to understand how to distinguish all of them. Actually, we were discussing in our last video the relative pronoun, especially relative pronoun with reference to interrogative pronoun and how they are related. And let us discuss some more examples of relative pronoun and how we technically use those words. Let's see with some more examples. Watch very carefully. Suppose that there are two sentences. Suppose that these are two sentences and we have to combine them and combine them by using relative pronoun. Now, how to do that? Just see that there is one common word that is in both the sentences and that word is girl. We'll see that the girl is here, the girl is here. Of course, the sentence can be written like this as well. She is my cousin. If the sentence is like that, of course, this word and this word is actually the same. This is noun and this is pronoun for the same noun. Whether sentence is like this or whether sentence is like this, there is no difference. But this is the common word that is the link between these two sentences. Now, watch very carefully. This is actually the word, but this word is on subject's place. This is the subject. It means we have to replace this by using the subject version, and in relative pronoun for a living being we use who. That's why when we combine the sentence, this is the girl. Now we do not have to use this word again or this word. Just use who is my cousin. This who is used for this girl. So that's why this is called relative, because this word relates to this word. So this is relative pronoun. And why who? Why not whom? Why not whose? Because we need a word that functions as a subject. So who works as a subject. That's why we have chosen this word, because this verb is actually according to this and this is for the girl. So this is relative pronoun. Again, suppose that there are sentences like this. I have a watch. It is very expensive. Now, there are two sentences. I have a watch. It is very expensive. Now, this is it, and this it is for this watch. This is the common link between these two sentences. This is also the watch, same watch. But if we want to combine the sentences, how to do that? It means we have to remove this word. This word is actually subject. So I have to write like I have a watch. Now, which word we should use? We have to use the word that functions as a subject. But this subject is for non-living being. And for non-living being, we cannot use who. We have to use which. And which can function as a subject as well. So, which is related to this word. That's why this is a relative pronoun here. For living being, I'm using who. For non-living being, I'm using which. Both function as a subject. I hope you have no doubt about that. Let's take some more examples of object now, because these two examples are of subject. Now we are going to understand if there are objects, how to do that. Suppose that there is sentence like this. This is the boy. I taught him French yesterday. These are the two sentences and I want to combine them. I want to combine them. How to do that? What is the link between these two sentences? If you watch carefully, you will find him. Him is related to this word. Now, him is, you know that him is not subject because our subject is this. Now, what is him actually? Him is object. It means when we have to combine the sentence by using relative pronoun, we have to remove this and use any relative pronoun. Any relative pronoun, that pronoun should be used for a living being. And we know for living being we use in objective case whom. That's right. So we can write like this. This is the boy. Now you have to use whom. And whom is for this boy. And now you can write all these things. Just left it. Whom I taught French. Yes. So this is a relative pronoun. This is on object case. So that's why this is in objective case. Because him is also in objective case. That's why I have chosen whom. Suppose that there are some non-living beings. Then what we should do? Let's see. Suppose that these are two sentences. I have a pen. I have a pen. I bought it 2 days ago. Now, what is the common word between these two sentences? And when I ask you, you will say it. It is for this pen. So it is a common link between these two sentences. Now, it is in objective case. There is no doubt about it. Because this is our subject, this is our verb, this is our object of course in objective case. Now if we are going to combine them, it means I want a relative pronoun that is used for non-living beings and whom is not used for non-living beings. So which word? Actually which can be used for subject and objective case as well. So I have a pen which I bought. Just leave this word. Now, this word is related to this, and this is a relative pronoun. Of course, this is in objective case. I hope you have a very clear picture how relative pronouns are used. Suppose that there are sentences like this. Now, suppose that this is a two sentences. This is Ramesh, his father is a doctor. Now, which word is just creating a link between these two sentences? You will say that is. I am speaking his, and his is going back to this Ramesh. Now, which word we can use to just relate that and can be replaced? So, his is actually possessive adjective here, and after that there is noun. It means we have to use the same word that can be possessive, that can work as possessive adjective and can also be used before noun. What will be the word? And you will say that you can write it, sir, like this is Ramesh, whose father is a doctor. Now, whose is for Ramesh, and it is actually working in the same function. I hope you are now getting closer to the point. That's how relative pronouns are actually used. Let's see some more examples. Now look at these two sentences. This is the only boy who always tops merit list. Now there are two sentences, and which word is just creating a link between these two sentences? Which word is creating a link? Now you will say that he is creating a link between these two sentences. We are talking about this boy in this sentence. So he is creating a link. He is for boy. Now you know that this is a subject. It means it is in subjective case. This is living being and you are going to use for that who. But in this sentence, there is a word only. Only is such a word with that who is not used. Because there are certain words that cannot go with certain other words. So in the same sense, because only we do not use who with only. It means only does not like who. Only does not like who. Only prefers that. Only wants that. That should be there. So your sentence will be like, this is the only boy that always tops the merit list. And here that is working as a relative pronoun. This is very important and that is used because of only. We cannot use who in this place. Hope you can understand this lecture very clearly. We will talk about some more examples relating to relative pronoun in our next video, next class. Till then, goodbye and take care.